Yeah?
I just want to know if I sound good.
Yeah. You look good.
You never compliment me. Babe, please. Please watch.
Espérate, tengo un gallo. Welcome back, guys, to another podcast. It has been a fat minute since we last uploaded. Do you care to tell them why?
Because, well, we took some time off just to, amplify the voices of our Black brothers and sisters, and we are supporting the We're supporting the Black Lives Matter movement, of course, and we just took, well, was it a week or how long?
Yeah. Guys, we take a week off. Yeah, we're brand new. We don't know how to podcast anymore.
Yeah. Oh my god, guys, before this, we were just watching at a few failed clips of a podcast that we were supposed to film. And I was just dying a little bit, so if I'm out of breath, that's why, okay? Thanks.
Okay, guys, but let's change the mood a little bit. What's been going on? What's going on with you guys? As you can tell, I'm letting my hair grow out. I'm letting my beard grow out. I'm letting myself grow out. It's a new trend that everyone's doing because the gyms just have been closed. So I don't know if it's just me, but if the gyms are closed, then my strength to eat healthier is closed. So that's why I look thicker, so mind your own business.
We're going grocery shopping, so everything's going to be okay.
Guys, guess how much our gas or energy bill was last month from where we eat every day? Out every day. Guess. $30? Let's say, how much do you think your parents spend?
Oh, well, actually,
Like 200?
no. Their energy bill is it ranges like $78 to $80.
But they eat out too a lot.
No, they don't. My mom cooks every day.
No.
Babe.
Chick-fil-A?
Okay, for lunch sometimes.
Okay. But let's do a hardcore. Mamá, ¿podemos parar a McDonald's? No. Que ya estoy haciendo los
that's how it's
frijoles.
always been. I've always paid the gas bill, and it's always been the same. Like $74, $84.
Okay, slight flex. Anyways, our gas bill, guys, was 14 buckaroons. We spend more at a one Starbucks stop entre those drinks, a bagel, a croissant, and a puppuccino. So yeah, that tells you how much we've been cooking.
Yes. Before we get into this whole podcast, you care to start the weather?
Sure. ¿De dónde quieren? Guys, I did not have the weather plan because I didn't really want to do it, but just because I don't want to be known as the weatherman, you know? Because I feel like certain actors are known from certain roles, and that's what they're known for the rest of their life, you know?
But you made it. Like, nobody put you as a weatherman. You chose to.
But I made it like jokingly, like I went like, oh, but then all of a sudden it's like, Jonathan, what the fuck is the weather?
That's your fault, though.
Yeah, it is, but still, I don't want that pressure on me. Sweetheart. Let's start off with Denver. Let's keep it simple. For a Wednesday, it's going to be slight flex, you know what I mean? It's going to be sunny all day, but not too hot. 78 is going to be the highest. Yeah, just going to be sunny, born all day in Denver, but stay safe out there and keep it moving.
It's really not going to be that hot compared to all the other days. And before we continue, today is my mom's birthday. So wish her a happy birthday, okay? Thank you.
Yeah, and order some donuts. That's what she says she wanted for her birthday.
Yeah.
Next time she makes donuts, she wants everyone to order donuts. Wait, that means?
Tomorrow is his birthday. Oh my god, tomorrow.
No, I wanted to do a podcast for my birthday.
Tomorrow is Jonathan's 22nd birthday.
No.
He's more of 22 going on 52. He's a little old man already.
Guys, I feel like once you hit 22, it's all downhill. Am I wrong or am I right?
I just feel like, first of all, Jonathan started his party phase at 16, and he was over it by 19. So when we turned 21, I was like, yeah, let's go out to bars and drink legally. But that's it. Your party phase was long gone. You
Guys, I can't hang anymore. I can't.
Tell them what time we fell asleep last night.
7:30.
Yeah. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. But yeah, I if I could sleep as soon as I got home from work, I would, guys.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, I have kids to take care of.
Okay. I feel like Jonathan is like in some other world right now, but do you care to go ahead with your drink of the...
Oh yeah, well go ahead and give me the screenshot.
Oh yeah.
Let's get it right into it.
Wait, so you have to explain that they didn't have that drink, so you tried the other drink.
No.
Okay.
What is this?
This is the guava one, remember?
Okay, girl, Vanessa Sanchez. I saw your Starbucks drink and oh my god, you need to try the new guava passion fruit drink from Starbucks. It's so good and refreshing. Emoji. Well, guess what, Vanessa? They told me they were fresh out of guavas. So why do you make a drink that involves a guava if you're gonna run out?
Yeah.
It's not like McDonald's says, "Oh, we ran out of sausage for your sausage McGriddle."
Okay, but McDonald's ice cream machine is always broken, so...
But they don't run out of ice cream.
Okay.
If she would have told me, "Hey, you know what? The machine that blends the guavas is broken," sure, but we're out of guavas.
Syrup, babe, not guava, like actual guava.
So, girl, I did the one that was right next to it. It's called the pineapple mocha
matcha
drink, and I have not tried it yet. So this is my on-camera reaction. First time I got a tall because it's green, and I don't like anything that's green besides the cheddar.
You need it.
And weed. No, I'm kidding. Disgusting. It tastes like something freaking Herbalife girls would try to sell you. It tastes so gross, guys. I'm sorry. Taste it, babe. I see
like
that. No, I see. Yeah, you nasty ass food.
There's like those green juices my mom has to scarf down my throat in the mornings.
Yeah. And guess what? My throat's gonna start itching here. It's because of my habit.
It tastes like chocomil with like...
I know my.
I don't know. It's
You know who
like
you look like?
Who?
The bad lady in Money Heist. The one with ginger hair. If you had ginger hair, you would be. What? That's a good thing.
Why, you think she's hot?
No.
Then?
Yeah.
You're calling me ugly?
I don't think she's hot. Say you look like her.
You don't think I'm hot?
Will you kiss the prettiest girl in the world for $700?
Would you?
Wait, how does that go? Anyways, guys, I have this story.
Me.
What?
I have vodka.
No, straight vodka? A whole freaking venti vodka?
It's been a long ass week.
Damn, you would. That was honestly me in college, guys. I have this picture I posted a while ago on my Instagram story with a water bottle during finals, but there was vodka in the water bottle.
That's disgusting.
And I would have to, because I was taking finals, right, and I saw this white kid next to me. He had vodka in his, besides his breath, that you could smell every time he took a sip. But I was like, yo, he's taking his finals with that shit. And I asked him, I was like, yo, Gio, what's up? His name was Gio. He said, yeah, man, it helps me relax. So I took a sip, and yeah. Because, like, if you're going to get a bad grade for not studying, you might as well get it, like, feeling good, you know? Mm-hmm. But anyways, guys, today, babe, I have this funny-ass story. You know why I texted you so early at work?
Why?
Because I never text you early, huh?
I thought it's because you knew I was going to the gym.
No.
Oh.
It was because I wanted to tell you a story or something that happened to me, but then I was like, I'll save it for the podcast. Anyways, so I was at work, right? And then I got off to do what I do. And then, so I've been to that house before, right? It's my first stop. Last week I was there and nothing happened, you know, blah, blah, blah. So I got stuck, right? I was stuck in the mud with the truck.
Oh, you told me.
And no, but this is where it gets juicy. So I got off, so I was like, oh, fuck. So I put the chains on the tires and blah, blah, blah. And as soon as I'm turning, it's straight from a movie, babe. I'm turning the truck, like, here to, like, Corny. Literally, here to Corny, like, for you viewers, like, about 15 feet, I would say. Two big-ass St. Bernards just staring at me. Like,
really?
Like, one was, you could tell one was, like, the male was huge, like the Beethoven dog, you know? And then one was, like I would say the female, like, they just got her type thing, just a little bit smaller. And then I freeze, and then they hadn't seen me either. So then they look, and then I'm like, holy fuck. And it's, guys, these country dogs, because I work out in the country, like far away. If anyone knows where like Hudson, Kingsburg is, Colorado, these country dogs are built different, babe. Like that Beethoven dog in the movie is like all sloppy and stuff. But these Saint Bernards out here in the country, like they jump over fences and shit. Like they're muscular. So he sees me, I'm like, okay, like maybe he's nice. But he does not even bark, babe. He just lunges at me. I don't even know how fast I got into like 2 leaps from like, I'm just so freaking happy and blessed that I was that close to the truck. I like 2 big, you know when you turn off the lights and you get on the bed, like 2 last leaps, and then I jump on the thing, open it, and then go inside, and then like apenas, like he's just there barking. I could have died.
Oh my god.
He was fucking huge. Like he was so big and muscular. But the fact that he didn't even bark, like he started barking as soon as like he like caught up and saw that he couldn't get me no more. But like he just didn't even think about it. But that was so weird. Imagine like, because he wasn't they weren't there last week, you know. And I made the same noise. I stayed there the same amount of time. But this time.
You think so? Even though you were putting the chains on the tires and stuff.
What?
Because you said that you stayed there the same amount of time last week.
But it's like an open house. Like, why wouldn't they be out, you know? Even for a quick second. Yeah. So I turned out. I was like, holy shit. But imagine, like, I'm just imagining all these scenarios. Say, like, I wasn't that close to my truck. Or say I was doing what I do and they were behind me and I never saw him coming at me because he didn't bark. He was, like, on attack mode.
So you think they would have attacked you?
Like, Pedro que ladra no muerde. But, like, I've seen, like, dogs that do not bite just come at you, like, want all the smoke, you know. Yeah. So then I like got on the truck and I saw it was like a big lifted truck and like the address was like a Mexican last name. So I'm like, fuck, these fuckers are probably looking at me through the window laughing because their dog, you know. Because white people, as soon as like there's a dog, they come out and they're like, oh, he's nice too. And then, but I was like, fuck, like quería agarrar un palo y atravesárselo like al perro, you know. But I was like, fuck, like no tiene la culpa, he's just doing his job. But yeah. But that was the scariest thing ever, babe.
Why didn't you tell me? Oh, because you were waiting.
Yeah, I was saving it for the podcast.
Con razón. And then you didn't text me back all day. I was like, oh.
Yeah, but that was so freaking scary. Me sacó un pedo y anduve todo el día así like nervioso. I was just looking behind me because usually siempre me topo out in the country, siempre me topo perros and they start barking at me and they're all annoying. There's this, le dije una vez a Junior, the one that took over his route. I was like, hey Junior, like, no hay perros así ahí en el country, because you always have to ask that, like, are there any aggressive dogs? He's like, sí, hay uno que, like, he's used to herding sheep. He's like, y sí se te acerca bien cerca si piensas que te va a morder, pero dice el dueño que nomás le digas, hey, vaquero, vete a la verga. And then he understands and he leaves you alone.
Really?
But it's like, he snaps. So then I went to that house last Thursday, and sure enough, like, I was like, okay, there's a whole bunch of sheep. The dog's coming at me. I was like, fuck, like, because you're in that position. You're like, what if he comes up to me and, like, you kick him and he wasn't going to do anything, you know? Mm-hmm. Then you look like a dick. So I saw him coming at me and I was like, you know that thing where your mom, like, lets you say one bad word and you say all of them? I was like, hey, vaquero, vete la verga, pinche pendejo. And all these other cuss words que se me salían. Y ya el perrillo se fue bien triste. Yeah. Because he wasn't stopping when I say, vete a la verga. Because Junior was like, no, güey, de veras. Luego cuando le digas, vete a la verga, vaquero, así se llama el perrillo. He's like, no, te deja en paz, como que entiende algo así. Es lo que me dijo. El dueño le dijo a él que le dijera. Mm-hmm. And then, so I was like, no, pues, y lo que no, que seguía viniendo vaquero y no me hacía caso. Y ya le dije todo y se la rayaste a su abuelita y no, ya me dejó en paz, pero fuck, man. These dogs, guys, you gotta watch out with these country dogs, man.
Oh my god. I did want to do a little update too because I know we said that merch was going to be dropping on Jonathan's birthday, but we have merch.
Okay, keep going.
Please, submit.
I was gonna put my elbow here.
Guys, we do have merch dropping very, very soon. The only thing that is stopping us from doing it is that we didn't get our samples in time. Did he say when they were gonna be here?
No.
Yeah, so as soon as we get the samples, we'll take a few pictures, post them, and then make the merch live, okay? No pasa de como una semana y media más, okay?
Yeah.
But I just wanted...
We're coming out with crew necks, cropped hoodies for the ladies or the boys, you know.
Yeah, it's just it reminded me because someone said, "Is the merch dropping on Jonathan's birthday?" And that's why I was like, "Oh, I have to update them."
But for my birthday, I still want you guys to buy one.
Me puts the microphone further apart, Jonathan.
That's because I know they can hear me, but I feel like they don't. You know?
Yeah.
Guys, let's talk about how brown I am. Can you look? If I put in the shadow, look at this. Black lives. But then you turn it around. Estoy bien güero. See? Whoa! Look at that, babe. Look at that screen.
This is prime time, guys. This is when Jonathan's color really, really, really changes, and it's crazy because I will get sunburn, but I will not tan. And Jonathan literally does not. He can step out in the sun for 2 seconds y entra colorado.
Guys, I try to. I wear long sleeves. Cuando voy manejando, hasta tengo el brazo así. Y luego con esta mano, porque acá está el sol y acá está el shade. Pero todos modos me quemo, no sé cómo.
Anyways, when I do a little story time, because last night, as we said, we fell asleep like at 7 p.m. And this has been me my whole life. I have really bad nightmares, and I wake up screaming, and like I would scare my mom, and she would run into my room, and I'd be sleeping, right? So last night, well, Jonathan has had to. You have had to slap me to wake up. How many times, babe? Would you say?
Like a good 10 since we dated.
Yeah, since we started living together.
Oh, like 10 times.
Jeez, that's a lot. That's like once every month.
Yeah.
But that's literally how often I have nightmares, like once every month. Like nightmares to the point where I scream and cry. And sometimes
but she won't wake up.
Yeah, like I don't remember this. So you can go ahead and take it, babe. Because it started with your nightmare and then
okay, guys, let me sit back, relax. You know, you're on your way to work. Just relax. Let me paint you an image. So, should I tell them about my work and that creepy stuff? Or
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So at work, I started this whole new route just to not get into too much detail about where I work, just because there are really mean people out there that can do mean things. I'm a truck driver, so yesterday on my route, I had to stop at 3 places, right? I had to stop at a cemetery, funeral home, is that what it's called, and a church, all in the same day, which was like kind of weird. So I had this weird vibe all day, but like on a house in front of the church, I had to get some things, and inside of those things there was like this straw doll. It was torn apart, but it was still straw. So yeah, there was a straw doll. So I was like kind of creeped out, but whatever, I didn't pay attention to it. But then I come home, and like Julissa said, we went to sleep at 7 p.m. and I had this wicked weird dream, guys. So it was like a lot of little dreams into one, but the main thing I remember is I was basically in the horror movie with Chucky. For those that don't know, I mean, why would you? But the one thing I hate the most in my life, horror-wise, is Chucky, guys. I know it seems so childish. He's just a little doll. He's not even that scary. But not that my parents traumatized me with him, but when I was little, my parents watched horror movies. And they say they didn't, but they do. And I remember one of them was Chucky in their bedroom. And ever since then, I cannot do Chucky. But anyways, Chucky basically killed my whole family and Julissa. And then, but the cool thing is that I knew I was in that dream, and I told Julissa, I was like, instead of waking up, like, have you ever been in that position where you can like choose to wake up or go back to sleep or keep being in a dream? So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna face my fear. And sure enough, like I feel like it's weird, but I'm not really scared of it anymore. Like I kind of faced that trauma, which is so cool. But anyways, in the main scary point of it all, like when I was running through the woods and like Chucky had just killed someone and blah blah blah, Julissa actually wakes me up screaming and crying, and it was like that weird, like, you know when the exorcist is getting possessed and it's like a pig shriek, like I'm like it's not a yell, but like a moan, a high-pitched moan. You know what I mean? Like así estabas, babe. So I got so pissed at the fact that it coincided so well, like her screams with my nightmare. It pissed me off. Guys, so when Julissa cries like that, I have to wake her up quick, because when we lived with her parents, I didn't want her mom or her dad, we were like in bedrooms next to each other. I didn't want her to think that, you know, I was doing something to her. And so I would wake her up, and she did not. I would try her arms and everything the first time. So I got to the point where I have to slap the shit out of her. But it takes a couple, right? But no, last night I winded this babe up, and boom, and she was not. Should I say that? Guys, she's asleep. She does not feel anything. She would not wake up. So otra vez. Boom. Pero esta vez con el ladito aquí para que doliera. No, no se crean. No, a slap. And then, but it would be one of those slap shakes. Like shaking her. And sure enough, she's like. But guys, don't think like she's like, oh my god, that was crazy. No, like it's she's screaming, and then I wake her up. She's like, what's up? What? I'm like, what's wrong? What's fucking wrong? She's like, what? What are you talking about? I don't remember nothing. Guys, so yeah, that was so funny. Last night was the hardest I've ever slapped her.
And the hardest I've ever screamed.
Yeah, and the hardest she's ever screamed. Like, and then I asked her today when I got off work, I was like, what were you dreaming about?
No.
I don't remember.
Well, he said, we were driving, I don't know where we were driving to, and he's like, he was telling me that he took Ozo out twice during the night, and then he's like, amor, ¿no sentiste las cachetadas que te metí en la noche? And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, I slapped you today. I was like, no. And then that's when we started talking about the dreams. But yeah, I don't remember.
Guys, like, I have to slap her because you do not understand. Like, now that we live in an apartment, it's kind of the same thing, like, with her parents. I don't want the neighbors to literally think I'm killing her, guys. It's that bad. Once we get, like, our own house and whatnot, like, yeah, I'll be more gentle and no le dejo toda la manota printed on her line.
Guys, he's joking.
But, no, I do slap you hard.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, guys, I have to do it fast because I feel like people are like, it's so bad, guys. She literally shrieks like a piggy.
You didn't know that before you moved in with me?
No, the first time you did that shit.
You remember?
Scared? Oh, and then, guys, like 5 times in, I told her mom, like, we were talking, and I was like, oiga, Margarita, no crea que le estoy haciendo algo a su hija en la noche. She's like, no, ya sé. Siempre se despierta llorando. Y también hace esto cuando la despiertas, nomás está así. Remember your mom acted it? She's like, no. And I was like, oh, sí, cierto, sí hace eso.
It's because, you'll see, yeah, I've always been like that. Like,
you're a heavy sleeper. But when I grab my keys to leave, where are you going?
Shut up, liar.
Don't go to work. Don't
lying.
go to work. See or no?
No. Yeah, but I actually, why is it like bouncing like that? I actually tend to have a lot of bad nightmares, but it's like once a month when it hits me really bad and I wake up crying. But last night, I didn't wake up, so when he told me this morning, I was shook to the core. But I did tell him, like, the reason, sometimes, this actually happens a lot, and now I'm, like, getting a little bit scared that I think about it, but, like, I'll have a nightmare, and I'll wake up, and, like, as soon as I open my eyes, I see a silhouette of what I'm dreaming about. So I either start crying, I wake Jonathan up, or I literally take my phone and put the flashlight on and look all around the room because I don't know, like, I get really scared. But yeah, there's just times when I guess I just scream bloody murder. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to talk about that because that was really funny.
Yeah, but that was a fun fact that if anyone out there knows what I'm talking about, or anyone knows about sleepwalking, I don't believe that. You think people actually sleepwalk, like in the movies?
I don't know.
Like they get up and literally walk. I used to when I was little. I would like sleep move, I guess. Like, you know when you would wake up on the other side of the bed?
Yeah, but everyone does that, I feel like.
No, like now it doesn't ever happens, but when we were little.
Yeah. Or have you seen like
Do I have like a scar here?
Yeah.
Donde me rodeé, me pegué en la esquina del buró. When I was sleeping.
Yeah, like those. Wasn't there like a murder mystery where he killed someone in his sleep and like in the morning he woke up there and remembered it, so they ruled it like mental.
No,
something?
There's no way you can say that.
I don't know. I mean, there's.
I think it was because he was on drugs, no acid.
Oh really?
And then he got off the high.
Oh.
Remember, he's like, I didn't know I killed my best friend. Something. Remember?
I don't know. That's freaking crazy. That's scary to think about. I know people sleep talk.
Yeah, you sometimes do that.
What if I sleep laughed?
I sleep fart. To the point where it wakes me up.
Yeah, you do.
Or I sleep. Oh no. I'm so sorry. You only say sleep snore. But I meant, like, I snore so loud I catch the snore because it wakes me up. You know?
Why do you not like snoring?
Because it's like, it's so rude. I hate when people snore. Like, my dad snores a lot. Or used
My
to.
dad freaking snores.
So I was like, that's how I'm bothering people? Do
Yeah.
I still snore?
Yeah.
Guys, do you know that my mom kind of pushed for me to get my tonsils removed just so my roommate in college would not have to whoever my roommate was, would not have to deal with snoring? Not because of strep throat, not because of some medical condition. I literally got them removed to stop me from snoring. But did it work? No.
You still snore. But you always tell me, like, if I snore, wake me up.
Yeah, I hate
and
it.
I
Like,
do.
Wake me up. No, you don't.
Antes, when we started dating, I was like, oh, he's snoring. I'm used to it. And now I'm like, I'm nice about it. I don't slap the shit out of you.
You wake me up?
I don't wake you up, but I go like this.
I don't do that.
I do that, and then you're like, and then like 10 minutes later, you're snoring again. And the reason I know is because I go to sleep like 2 hours after you watching YouTube videos, so I hear you.
So me haces que me ahogue porque no te dejo escuchar tus videos.
No, you tell me to do it though.
Yeah, no, I want you to literally wake me up and like wake me up. Don't just.
Para la otra sí lo voy a hacer.
No.
Sí.
Babe, because I've tried. The first time you did it, I shook you a lot.
You were scared.
Yeah, I shook
Like, I feel
you.
like that the first time I did it, you actually like were like, "What's wrong? Like,
Yeah.
what's going on?"
Oh yeah, I woke you up. I was like, what's wrong?
And I was like, "What are you
And
talking
you were
about?"
like, you're like, what's going on?
And now I feel like, yeah, because you can, I've felt it before where he just like wakes me up out of the dream, but I instantly go back to sleep. You know, like I stopped, like literally, I've woken up mid tears rolling down my face, and like
You don't know what's happening.
yeah. But it's because I have I have really realistic dreams. No está chido, more. It sucks.
Or like the sleep paralysis. I think we've already talked about that, no?
Mm-mm.
Like when you like freeze and you see something in the corner of your
That
eye.
is my biggest fear, babe. Like
I don't see that happening though. The closest thing is like what happened with the whole my room thing, but that's like I was.
But you weren't asleep, you were awake.
Yeah, and so people say they're asleep.
Yeah, so
No, they're awake.
Were you paralyzed though?
Yeah.
No, because what people say
Like, I
sleep
wanted to
paralysis
turn around.
is that your body's asleep, but your brain is awake.
Oh. Wait.
So you're like seeing things, but you can't do anything because your body is physically asleep. Like you're just trapped in your brain.
But are your eyes open?
Yeah.
But for me, I was awake, but
Yeah.
I couldn't move.
Yeah, well, I feel like you were paralyzed in fear.
Holy fuck! Yeah, I remember I couldn't move. I was like, okay, one.
Is that the weirdest thing
two,
you ever felt?
3. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like I've been scared too many times, but I used to be
That and the thing, el indio que me dio, the
Oh,
rock.
yeah.
Like I felt the vibrations, like la brujería que me hizo. No fue brujería. This like Native American came into my old job one time with like this stone he made. I forgot. Oh, it's called a tower. And for anyone out there that knows this or is Native American, he gave it to me because he says he makes them to protect from like now 5G, the waves, the radioactivity in the air and stuff. But it's also like a good luck type of thing. And I rubbed it in my arms and stuff, and I felt it. It felt like electricity running through my arms. It was weird. And then later that day, I sold 2 cars, which is crazy because I hadn't sold anything all week. And then he leaves, and I sell 2 cars in one day. Like that's crazy. So I was like, and he told me a whole bunch of other stuff, but I could write a book about the stuff.
He said, didn't he say that those rocks weren't for like $500 or something?
That little one was like, yeah, $150. But he says he makes some huge ones that you bury in the ground on your home. And he says he did it once to his house in Florida, or this lady's house that bought that $500 one. And he said that he buries it, but doesn't tell you like where.
Oh.
So he buried it, and then he lets you know where you think. And dice que la señora's like, she would see like deer come in and like come into her yard, and birds and squirrels, so much more energy, and like flowers, and all the other houses were ugly, and she always had animals at her house. And then she's like, well, definitely somewhere here by this like tree trunk. And he's like, yep. In the front yard. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Well, I don't know.
Speaking about houses, guys, we are moving, and nobody really knows this except for close friends and family. But yeah, I don't know. I know, but I don't think we ever talked about it, right? About us like hating our apartment.
Yeah.
Did we? Where?
Everywhere. The first one, remember, we're like, no, so whatever. We're moving, guys. We need a yard. We're tired of going over to people's houses for like get-togethers. We want to be the place where people come.
Carne asadas.
And we just needed more room. I know it's just the two of us, but like we want to buy more stuff, but we're like, where are we gonna put them? As you guys saw, we had our gym equipment in the living room. We have a whole bunch of stuff in the spare room.
And we want to make like a proper podcast studio room.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are moving, and I'm so excited. We actually looked at 2 houses. We looked at one together. This is all gonna be like a life update vlog on J&J Vlogs. We are bringing it back to life, guys. Please believe us. But we're gonna do like a little update. But yeah, we looked at one house that was crazy because it was right across the street from my parents' house. But it didn't really work out. It was like la viejita era bien, delicada.
Especial.
And then we looked at I looked at this house with my mom, and I was like, oh, I love it. And I knew Jonathan would love it just by the backyard, because the backyard is amazing, huh?
Yeah.
So yeah, we are so freaking excited, guys. We are moving July 1st. Well, we're set to move in July 1st, but we can start moving things on June 20th. And it's going to be so fun. So yeah, we wanted to let you guys know.
We're renting.
Yes.
So we still haven't, purchased the house.
No.
I think we're most likely going to do that after our wedding. And yeah, we finally moving into we were tired of neighbors here at the apartments. We were tired of creepy people over here, and now I can leave her at home more comfortably. And yeah,
I can be comfortable. I feel like maybe after we move out, I'll do a little story time on why the heck I actually wanted to move out ASAP, and I didn't care about anything. I just wanted to leave. But yeah, it's gonna be so fun, and also it's gonna have a big backyard to just play and poop in, obviously. But yeah, we signed our lease this weekend, and we move in soon, and all of that is great, huh, babe?
Yeah. So be on the lookout for that on J&J Vlogs, the whole moving process, guys. But yeah, other than that, do we got some advice?
Wait, I want to talk about something really quickly. So I want to ask you guys, because you said that the movie that traumatized you was Chucky.
Yeah.
The movie that traumatized me to this day, and if I even think about it, I cry, is The Ring.
But we watched that though.
When?
With our friends.
We made out half of the time, babe.
Yeah, but still, we put it on.
Yeah,
if you would have told me put Chucky on,
shitting bricks,
I don't care how much I like you. I would have been no, don't put it on.
Well, still, like that girl traumatized the living shit out of me, and to this day, like every time I'm scared, that's the only thing I think about. So I want to ask you guys, like, if you're traumatized and there's something very scary, like La Llorona, El Chamuco, let us know in the comments what movie traumatized you as a kid that, like, to this day.
Like, what urban legend that your parents tell you creeps you out and gives you, like, the jitters,
Do you have one?
No. Like I always say, scary movies for me, guys, the scarier ones are the ones that could possibly be true. Like Texas Chainsaw, like that shit creeps me out because that was based on a true story. But things like The Conjuring, I mean, I guess that's a true story, but like the suspense is what's scary. But you remember we were in the movie theater, and as soon as they showed the girl, the exorcist or whatever, like changing, and she sounded like a pig, and I cracked out a little bit, and then you're like, babe, what the fuck? People are gonna think you're weird.
That's how it is for Jonathan, though, guys. Like, Jonathan does not fear. Like, if I hear a noise, I'm like, holy fuck, there's a fucking spirit in here, I'm gonna die. But if Jonathan hears a noise, he's like, babe, it's the neighbors, So Jonathan is more realistic. Like, I'm scared that someone's gonna break in the house and murder us, and I'm scared that I'm gonna see, like, a ghost,
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna hear something. So, yeah.
Because I feel like if it's a little ghost girl, then it just, boom, kick her in the
That's
head.
the thing with me. Like, did you ever watch the show called Infarto?
No.
No?
Oh,
Well,
I think I remember it.
oh my god, dude. That show was like, if anybody ever did this to me with my biggest fear, I would actually...
Wait, the girl in the elevator?
Yeah, but like it was a shit ton of those. Like they would take you in your biggest fear and they would put you in a situation with it, and they're like, Infarto. You know?
Oh, with like spiders and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was on Telemundo, but yeah, I was like, if like me, when I'm scared, I get paralyzed. And Jonathan, oh my god, guys, this is what happens every single time we're about to go to sleep. But when we first met, when we first started living together, I could not go to sleep with the lights off.
Yeah.
There had to be a light on. We had to sleep with the TV on. We had to sleep with some sort of light on. And now, to the like present time, I can sleep with all the lights off. Like it's fine. Like I got used to it. But Jonathan tiene una maña de que siempre que apaga la luz, he's like, ay, amor, ¿qué es eso, amor? Te van a agarrar, amor, la niña está, amor. You know, like, he scares the shit out of me, and then he tries to hug me, and I'm like, I'm fucking scared, first of all. Jonathan, as soon as his head hits the pillow, he's knocked out for the night, and I estoy yo, like, literally trembling in fear.
I remember, was it when we used to call, or when I was on the window in your trailer, I would be like, say hi, and then you'd be like, say, I was like, yeah, say hi to the guy, to the clown under your bed.
Yeah.
And she would get so mad, guys, to the point where she would not talk to me.
Yeah, and those, when I used to live in esa traila, literally every single line on my dad, literally used to yell at me, he's like, la pinche luz viene, estaba bien alta. But it's because I would literally sleep with the light and the TV on, because I'm a wuss, guys. I can't say it any other way. But, yeah, comment that below, okay? Thanks. We do have advice. Let me look for it. Can you keep talking to them?
No, I don't know, guys. I don't know. Like, I've experienced paranormal things, but not to the point where I'm like, I'm a believer in it. You know what I mean? Like, I have a lot of uncles, friends that swear they've come across, like, they've seen it, and they've been so close to touching, like a ghost or something like that. And I've seen things, I've heard things, definitely. There's actually a YouTube video where I called the cops on a ghost. It's private right now because it's just so dumb. But I did call the cops on a ghost in my parents' house. And if you want the story time, let me know. But I've never seen something. Not that I want to, but I'm like, it would take that for me, you know? Like the story your uncle says that he was walking up the movie theater and then someone walking down was the ghost.
But he didn't know, like, it was just a...
But that, I want to see that. Like,
I couldn't. Like, I think I would have a heart attack. Because even, like, when we're driving at night, or when we were driving to pick up this dude, and it was all dark, and it was pura field, like, I could physically picture... did you ever see that video that went viral, babe, when they're in a truck in, like, a field, and they're driving, and then suddenly, like, someone dressed in white with black hair going like this, like, walking, running up to them? Literally, when I was driving, or even every time I drive at night, that's the only thing I freaking picture, is seeing that. Oh, and another thing is, el otro día my dad was telling us a story, remember, that he said that he saw, who was it? Was it his friend? Que en paz descanse, like, in the rearview mirror.
Oh, yeah.
That is my biggest
He says he saw them.
Fear.
And that he talked to him, like,
he's like
leave me alone. After a while, you know?
Yeah. But, like, my dad literally got in the car, looked in the rearview mirror, and his dead friend was in the back seat.
Yeah. It wasn't his friend. It was, like, someone he knew.
Oh.
And, like, he, you know, he's like, why are you bothering me? Like, I'm not...
Hey, ¿qué pasó? So he did something.
Yeah. But that's crazy. No, but guys, I'm just so weird. Like, I'm such a Boy Scout, even though I was never in the Boy Scouts. But, like, when Julissa would drive, when we went to Missouri at night, I prepared you for, or when I drive, like, babe, if I have a heart attack, what do you do? Because when I do road trips, guys, I'll do 5-hour energies, monster drinks, Red Bulls. So I'm like, oh, if I were to have a heart attack, like, what do you do? And she's like, I don't know. Like, you get on this side, you put the car in neutral, you get on the brake, blah blah. But I'm like, what was I telling? Like, if you see someone, don't stop. Don't stop. Move around, even if they come across in front of you. or like if you see shiny things on the road, they're metal spikes, so go around them.
I literally got the chills thinking about it, but that is literally what I think about, babe. When I'm driving at night, that video pops up to my head, and I'm like, fuck.
Guys, a story that traumatized me, and I always think about on road trips or anything like that, is where the wife and the husband, and I think a kid in the back, were on a road trip in Mexico, and that el carro se descompuso, so the dad got off to see what it was, and then he was taking a while, and all of a sudden the wife turns out like to the window, and she sees like someone holding her husband's head, and that for me, like, that's why I'm like, babe, if we ever to break down, like, don't get off, blah blah blah. I always carry a knife or something. I'm gonna buy a gun here soon, like, and that shit would happen in Mexico. That's why I'm like, fuck. Like, that's why, por eso te dicen, nunca viajes en Mexico de noche, because that shit is crazy.
That's so funny. When we were actually going to Missouri, we stopped at a gas station to get gas, obviously. And then as soon as we're pulling out, like, the volume on his stereo was just not working. Like, it went full blast, and then he was trying so hard to get it back to go down, and it would not go down at all whatsoever. And then we were driving, the truck started making weird noises, and we just stopped in the middle of the road. We're like, oh shit, like in the middle of freaking nowhere. We're like,
yeah.
Fuck. But yeah, that's scary to think about. Like, things like shit like that can happen at any moment. Because there's crazy people out there. If you like listening to scary stories, we would recommend Mr. Nightmare on YouTube.
I go to sleep to that.
Yeah, he's like, hey babe, put Mr. Nightmare. I was like, dude, that would literally, no. I'd rather do anything but that. But we do have advice today. They say, it will keep going, right?
You said.
Yeah. The subject line says, advice de emergencia, exclamation point. So this reads, so long story short, I met a girl we got together. It was all good. She's 18, I'm 19. I went back to school and she was okay with it, but recently she's been different and says that I have changed. I have school and work, but she really brings it down on me, and I try and give her the time when I'm not working or at school. I don't have time for games. Tengo mi carrera y quiero algo en serio, pero no veo eso en ella. Me gusta honestamente, pero no quiero perder mi tiempo. I try my best with her, but she just doesn't seem to appreciate it. I've honestly tolerated so much por amor. Half of me wants to leave her, but the other half wants to stay. She says she's going to change her way of being, but she always comes to the same thing. Van a decir que me gusta la mala vida, LMAO, but give me your best opinion. Love y'all. Oh, I can't read the last part.
See, sounds like me. The old me. Hey, but you're 18, 19. The best advice I can give you right now, girl, is...
It's a guy.
It's a guy?
Yes.
He said she...
That she plays too many games and que él tiene una carrera.
Oh, I thought it was a girl.
No, que he's trying to give her time, but that she always puts it down on him that she's... That he works and goes to school and doesn't have time for her, and she gets mad and says that he's acting different.
Oh, I thought it was a lesbian couple.
There's nothing. So I picked this first and foremost because it's a guy, and second of all because CEO of saying just leave, and I don't want people to be like, oh, it's just her telling all the girls to leave because blah blah blah. No, like, I would tell the same exact thing to a guy. Just leave. If she's playing games, leave. Enfócate en tu carrera, en tu trabajo. Leave. Yeah, why not?
Babe, you're so mature. Let me tell you right here. So basically, you guys are 18 and 19, right? Mm-hmm. You're so young. You're so immature. Cuando tenía 19, hace mucho. But, like, you just don't... Girls, at that time, Julissa wanted all the time to herself. And me, I just wanted to build something. Like, especially, it's really frustrating when you're that guy. You're different, right? The fact that you sent this email means that you're a little bit different. You know, you're not out partying with your friends every weekend. You're not at the strip club. You're not drinking 24/7. So it means that you want, you know, something bigger in life than yourself. You want to make an impact, whether that's financially or whatever. So girls usually should be able to see that because women mature faster. So they should see that you're trying to build a home. They should see that you're trying to become a better man. So if she's not seeing that, then that's where it kind of gets iffy, because if anyone should see that, it's a woman. I believe so, but just because they mature faster. So if she's getting mad because you're working, dile, like, you imagine if you were mad because I was out with my friends every weekend, but I'm drinking and studying. I'm working and studying. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Leave. It ain't that hard.
No, you guys are mature. Work things out. Really talk to her, and maybe it's a certain insecurity. Maybe she thinks that there are cute girls at the school. Maybe she thinks there's cute girls at your work that you're spending more time with. Just assure her that she's the only one for in your eyes, and assure her that there's no competition when it comes to her. And if that should be able to calm her down. But if it doesn't, then I feel like there's
no hope.
There's no hope, because there are those girls that just want to be, the attention grabbers.
Yeah, I would say also, like, talk to her, sit her down, explain your point of view, but don't take shit. Like you said, I've tolerated so many things because of love. You don't have to tolerate things. Like at the first, if you don't feel comfortable, if you feel like she's asking too much from you, and you feel uncomfortable trying to explain your situation, even though you already have 1,000,000 times, don't tolerate it, and don't sit there and beg them to change. That's my number one thing: is don't look stupid. Don't beg anybody to change, because they're simply not. ¿Se te olvida?
¿Qué?
Que tenemos un microphone that picks up everything and anything you do.
Oh. Sí.
Muérdelos. But yeah, I'm just saying, like, take Jonathan's advice, of course, and take mine with a grain of salt, but don't tolerate shit, Just don't do it. Life's too short to be tolerating things, okay?
But also, young man, life is too short to, there should be a mixture between going out and setting your goals and becoming successful, but there's also should be that sense of enjoy the present. You're 19. Life is going to go by so fast. I feel like I was just 18 yesterday, and I was just partying and crazy. That's going to go by so fast. Please trust me. I don't want to sound like your dad. I don't want to sound like your mom, but it's true. Por más que queramos decir que no, time flies. So
it does.
If she wants to go out once in a while and party, and you just don't, then you have to compromise for what she wants to do, and she needs to understand and compromise for what you want to do.
Compromise is always the answer. You have to compromise things to have a good relationship, and to, because you guys are both different and like different things, and probably in different pathways, and she's doing her own thing, and she doesn't understand what you're doing and that it's benefiting her in the long run. So yeah, just compromise, talk to her, but don't tolerate it. If she doesn't want to hear you, if she keeps bringing it up every single time, peace out.
Yeah, at the end of the day, don't fumble the bag. Don't lose yourself. Don't stop studying if that's what you want to do. Don't stop working just because she says she's gonna leave you.
Yeah.
Vas, les abres la puerta y le dices, por aquí caben dos de ti, mija.
La puerta está muy ancha.
Así como llegaste, así te me vas, Con o sin mi suéter, vieja inútil, arrastrada, aplastada. Así le dices, Anyways, guys, yeah.
I think that's it for today's podcast. 2020 quotes. Leave him. Don't tolerate shit. Don't look stupid. That is the only goal here. Don't look stupid. And live in the present, like Jonathan said. Love that.
And love. Love hard.
And why don't you love me?
Because you don't love me. Anyways, guys, keep fighting. Keep going to protests if you can. Keep sharing links if that's all you can do. Keep retweeting. You don't have to donate to make an impact. You can just retweet.
Sign petitions.
Sign petitions. Get out there, spread the word. I have this quick little story. There was this guy right at work, and he was like, "Hey, my friend is thinking about going to a protest. That's so whack." He expected me to agree with him. Like, yeah, why is he gonna go to a protest? But I was like, no, like, why don't you? He's like, what do you mean? I'm not black. He's not black, because they were both Mexican. I was like, dude, it's not about race or skin color. It's about supporting an oppressed group of people, because soon that's going to be our kids, all right? And by the way this sun's burning, I'm going to be down that road here soon too. So what I'm saying is that go out there if you can. Trust me, if me and Julissa weren't going through this whole immigration process, you want to call it, you can bet your ass with me having papers, I would be the front line throwing back rocks and gas grenades and all that shit. I'm that crazy. I'm that crackhead. But unfortunately, because of that, the whole thing we're going through, the last thing we need is for me to get arrested, her get arrested, or even get hurt or something like that. So just keep doing it, guys. Don't listen to people. Go out there, do what you think is right, and we're on this together, guys. Just because you don't see it on Twitter, you don't see it on Facebook, it's still going on. Have you seen those pictures from the Golden Gate Bridge in LA? Those streets are packed, and from what I'm hearing right now, Minnesota just passed a law for close to defunding the police. Denver passed a certain bill.
LA, the what was it? Someone from LA said that they were taking 150 million out of the police or some shit.
Yeah, something like that. Because the LA Police Department has a Lamborghini.
Period.
Come on,
yeah, guys.
You got teachers over here buying their own damn crayons, buying their kids their own damn supplies, and you're telling me the police. You got hospitals
running out of face masks.
You're telling me the police has a Lamborghini.
Or there's this thing that said how they're funding the military too much, and they're like, the fact that you have extra tanks to send out to local police means that you guys are funding them, like overfunding them. Like, why are hospitals running out of supplies and freaking cops coming in with gas, whatever, tear gas things. But yeah, guys, just because you don't see us making things public, there was just this whole thing that went on that I'm like not gonna make anything about the movement public anymore. And then as for those people too that were like, oh well, they're not making protests for the kids in cages, there's actually been a petition that went up to, what was it, to defund ICE, or it was like to stop killing, because they're trying to kill people with chemical gas in the cages, and it's just this whole crazy thing. But definitely send petitions for that too, because everyone's like, ICE, we're coming for you next, baby, and like we really are. But yeah, that's all we had to say for today, right, babe?
Yeah, guys, I hope you have a great start to your Wednesday. Make it a good one. Make it a good one at work, and after work, remember to do something productive after work. Don't just think that you clock out and then boom, the end to your day. No, on the contrary, you're starting your day because you're going to go do something productive towards a passion you have or a financial goal you have, okay? Échale ganas and resist.
Wish my mom a happy birthday, and don't forget to wish Jonathan a happy birthday tomorrow. Okay? Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.